out to the range, know you haven't won a prize, you're still being scammed. It is a glorious day in Western Oregon today. The sun's out, the wind's not blowing, there's no rain. It's about 60 degrees or so. So enjoy it while you can. What we're doing in the video you're going to see today is we've brought a family out that has virtually no experience with handguns or firearms at all. They've shot maybe some uncle's brother's kids type guns, a few rounds. They've had no formal training with handguns especially. They have taken a concealed handgun license class, and as part of that class, they got to do some simulation with what in the cop world is Range 3000 or Milo, but it's by a different name. So it's a simulator where you have an infrared laser and you shoot targets. That's their extent of firearms training and experience. So you're going to have to bear with us today. This is a super basic class. When we get set up, everything in front of the firing line, downrange and off to the sides, is this safe zone in front of the firing line, meaning that there's nothing out here to be hit. If you see us pointing a firearm off to the side versus downrange, it's still a safe direction, so don't fry us on that. The other thing is that we're not teaching grip and stance today. We're just teaching them, we're not even teaching them, we're just letting them experience some different calibers, some different brands, some different sizes of firearms, specifically handguns today, to get an idea of what they might want to buy for their personal defense. So that's a little bit of concealed carry, a little bit of in their nightstand. So we've selected firearms with that in mind. I'm sure I'll repeat myself in the video, but we've got some Glocks, a Springfield, some Smith & Wessons, some Rugers. We got little tiny 380s up to full-size handguns in 9mm 40 Smith & Wesson. And we're going to explain the differences in the calibers in very basic terms. So again, this is just an introduction for them to see how the recoil is, feel the difference between a 9mm plus P plus in a small LCR versus that same round in a full-size 9mm 38 special, and so on. Now we do have a couple little surprises in there that we shot just for fun. No, we're not suggesting that they try to conceal carry them, so look for those. Now with that in mind, let's cut to the video. Nope, you're good. Oh, yeah.
Just the hand moved. Yeah, I can already tell I like the feel of the... The smell of this. Okay.
There you go.
The smell is just like my brother's little faux guns when he was little.
Yes, well, yes. So, this one is a Glock 48 without the MOS designation. Right. The MOS, Modular Optical System, basically has a plate here. You take the plate off, you put your optic, your red dot on it, okay? And then that particular one also has milled in for flashlights or weapon-mounted lights, they call them. Okay? But that's, I mean, so you could spend a few more dollars, but the gun itself, the Gen 5 MOS, is the exact same size as this Glock 48. In fact, it is a Glock 48. So, okay, go ahead. We'll put this down. You go up and look.
It's more, for lack of a better term, reliable.
Yes, because you were shooting here and doing really well, and then you adjusted your grip. So you went like this and this when you took your thumb off the back.
Oh, okay.
You adjusted your grip, and then you weren't holding it the same way.
So maybe I should have just kept it the way I had it.
Well,
You can see the result.
Yes, and grip is everything. Let me give you one more. Now, you can shoot 38 out of a 357, okay? And you can do that all day long.
So should I shoot that one too, guys?
This one, you're That's Barky or
No.
yeah. Move your hand up. There you go.
that?
Just don't have your thumb that high.
Okay, and just squeeze
Pull all
hard,
the way
right?
through, yeah. There you go. No, you just pull the trigger.
Oh.
You're dangerous. Still not empty. One more. There you go. Oh, it doesn't have a slide like that. Trigger pull's the exact same as that one you were shooting before. Exact same mechanism, same brand. Okay, same sights.
Okay.
It's just going to have more recoil. It's
And
just a
what's
little
the
bit heavier.
brand?
Glock. This one's a Glock.
Oh, okay. Glock is a brand name.
Yes,
Okay.
Glock is a brand name,
All right.
like Smith & Wesson or Sig Sauer or any of those others.
Okay.
So you're going to want to move your hand. There you go. And not put your thumb behind the slide because that comes back,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Okay. There you go. And then when you, no, because the magazine's there, so
Oh.
what it does is the magazine,
Okay, she's lethal.
this is
Well,
called a
I told you they're
follower, and
both
it comes
good.
up, right? And when it's empty, then it pushes this thing up, the slide stop,
Okay.
so it pushes it into place. So
Oh, okay.
so you can pull on this all day long, but the magazine's there, right? So the
All
only
right,
way is
gotcha.
either drop the magazine or when you
That's
push this
without
down,
practice.
I
then it pushes
that's
the
what I'm
magazine
saying.
follower down a little bit.
Lethal with the target standing.
Little
perfectly
hotter
still,
than the
20 feet.
Yeah,
Nine
that
mil-
one that has a bigger boom. That
It
one-
does have a bigger boom.
As you say, a bigger
A
bar.
bigger boom, but it didn't feel bigger, did it?
It did. I
Did-
could
did-
feel it. Yeah. But
Oh.
it
And
wasn't-
for me, I don't.
That's
I
a
don't-
lot
I think
more.
It's like the first one is like, oh, and then you know what
And then
you're-
you can know what to expect. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard-
Throat in the jaw.
I'll hurt him. Oh.
See if I can hit the target. You got one more in there. Go. Push, there you go. And now, because we're on the range, you can just, there you go. Yeah, perfect. So, that's not a beginner gun.
No, it ain't.
It's 357, and this 357 is not a slouch. We forget that with everything else we have nowadays.
Special.
But
This is an
357,
You can hear it too.
yeah. 357 flat gets with it, and so does Super Hot 9 out of this, right? I mean,
Is that the one you tried, babe?
yeah,
Yeah, I tried.
this is a good gun too. If you were wanting a revolver,
you wanted it
hammer
upward.
doesn't hang up. I mean, it's 9mm. You shoot super
yeah,
soft
that's right.
stuff in it. You shoot super hard stuff in it. It's 5 shots, and you drop it in with those moon clips, and I mean, it's not a 15 round or a 10 round 9mm semi-auto. but those won't fire if you really think you're going to walk around with it in your pocket like that. And then those guns won't do that, right? And this, make sure it's empty again. A revolver will not go out of battery, so you can push it like that and pull the trigger all day long, where you cannot do that when your semi-auto goes out of battery. So, and almost every one of them will do that. If you push the barrel against something hard, it's going to go out
So
of
if
battery.
you
and
come
it won't.
across a bear in the woods,
Yeah, don't
Do it from a distance.
Yeah, don't do it
Yes.
execution
Go get
style.
close to him,
Right.
put it up against his chest.
All right. So what you've just watched was this family get their hands on some firearms and get an opportunity to pull the trigger on various ones and understand that sometimes small is not the best, even though for concealed carry it might be, but they're harder to shoot, they recoil more, they're not enjoyable. Part of selecting a firearm is something you will enjoy shooting and go practice with. That's what it's about a lot, enjoying getting out, shooting with your family, practicing. Keep in mind that anything I said today is my opinions based on my experience and my training, and is not a recommendation to what you should go out and buy. That has to be based on your experience and your trainings. I would recommend, though, that you go find somebody in your area that can give you a similar experience as to what we were able to give this family today. And that is getting outside, safe conditions, under supervision, getting your hands on several different sizes and calibers of firearms so that you get an opportunity to shoot them and pick what you think you want, especially when you're spending the money that firearms are today. It gives you an idea of where you want to go. It also gets rid of, if you have somebody you can trust, a lot of the, well, I have to have a North American Arms mini revolver, but it's super hard to shoot, right? So today you saw that one of our people loved an old Smith & Wesson 4-inch 38 special revolver. That's something he's going to go try to find and shoot. He'll enjoy shooting it. It's a good firearm for personal defense. It's not the best for concealed carry. We all know that. But it's something he will go shoot and he's comfortable with. And it's a caliber that will get the job done if necessary. So, if you sat through all this today, thank you. We really enjoy it. Some of the firearms are bought with donations through the Patreon accounts. And we'll see you in the next one.